Now, one of the areas, of course, that all businesses have, we're all effectively, we are business drivers. Fleet business drivers in many respects as well, for that matter. And the thing is that there are lots of things that you can do to help your business when it comes to organising your fleet. In fact, organising your drivers of your company cars to reduce the risk to the company and to make certain that you're getting, well, more bang to the buck, quite frankly. There's a company called Fleet Driver Solutions, and with me from Fleet Driver Solutions is Philip Hyman. Philip, lovely to have you with us.
Lovely to be here.
Oh, there we go. We can hear you now. Lovely.
Oh.
Lovely to have you with us. Now, Philip,
Lovely to be here.
tell us what Fleet Driver Solutions are all about. What exactly do you do?
Very simply, Steve, we go...
There you go.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Good, right. What we do is we go into companies that have professional drivers. Now that could be a van driver or a sales staff who are mobile. It could be company-owned vehicles or private vehicles owned by the individual driver that they're using on company business. We make sure that all the drivers are trained to a high standard. This will protect the company from prosecution under the Corporate Manslaughter Act. If, God forbid, something was to happen when a driver is out and about at work and he were to knock down a pedestrian, the driver could be prosecuted for dangerous driving, but the company director or directors could be prosecuted under the Corporate Manslaughter Act. But once we've gone in and trained the driver, we then issue the company with a certificate of duty of care. So if the police come knocking on the door, they can waive their certificate happily and say, but we trained them.
But that is the worst possible solution, worst possible case though, isn't it?
Indeed.
Isn't also the whole idea of going into businesses like that is that it allows you to really get a level across the business, and as much as you can assess what your drivers are like.
That's right.
You can go in there, you do an assessment on them, don't you?
We do an assessment.
Now I see that as being really useful in a business, that you're actually going in and you're assessing my drivers, because I don't know from Adam how good my drivers are.
Sure.
So you do an assessment.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a tick. I like the idea of that.
No.
So what about when it comes to documentation that my drivers have? Do you look at that as well?
Yeah, we'll check the licenses. We make sure all the licenses are valid for use in the UK and abroad. We'll make sure that they're valid.
So that's good. So now what we've done is that we've got a validation on their driving. We've now got a validation on their documentation, so we know that they're legal, honest and truthful in my company cars.
Indeed.
With your training, it means that we're not going to get prosecuted and we're not going to be taken away and locked up in jail.
That's right.
Does it affect my insurances as well, as far as it's concerned? Will it reduce costs on insurance?
It can do. You would need to talk to your individual insurance company about that.
Right then.
But it can do. We will also help you, if you haven't already got one, put a mobile phone policy document into place.
As well?
Yeah, because if one of your drivers is caught using a mobile phone while on company business, while driving, you can also be prosecuted as well for allowing him to use a phone in the car. So we can help you produce a document that the driver has to sign that basically says, I promise I won't use my phone in the company car. And then you won't find yourself in trouble on that either.
Is it compulsory, final question, is it compulsory then to actually be, to have something like this within the business, or is it still open as far?
It's open.
It's still open.
It's not compulsory.
But it is for truck drivers, isn't it?
For lorry drivers.
Lorry drivers.
Yes, it is.
What's that called?
That's called.
Is that the CPC thing?
Yeah, that's the CPC.
Okay, so we've got. Do you do that as well? That your company?
We don't do that.
Your car drivers.
We're cars and vans. We deal with the Class B vehicles, transit drivers, small vans, the people that the big companies tend to ignore.
Fantastic. Fleet Driver Solutions. That's what this is all about. Fleet Driver Solutions. If you do need to get your drivers assessed if you need to get some of those different key things put in place in your business, if you need to get the driving licenses all looked at, if you need your driving assessed as well, they're going to be the company that you need to be going along and talking to. It is Fleet Driver Solutions. If they want to find Fleet Driver Solutions, I'll do it, shall I? It is www.fleetdriversolutions.org. A little bit unusual there, so www.fleetdriversolutions.org if you want to get more details about the company. Philip, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Steve, thank you very
much
much.
indeed. Safe driving.